Ever feel like your brain is in a constant battle with your phone? Every time you sit down to study, a voice in your head screams, just one more TikTok, just one more episode. Your textbook feels like a brick, your brain feels like a deflated balloon, and notifications always win. You're not lazy, you're just living in an era of endless distraction. But what if I told you your brain isn't broken? It's just a dopamine junkie, and you can train it. I'm going to show you the exact 5 secrets I use to rewire my brain to crave studying. And trust me, the last secret is the one that will flip a switch in your head and turn you into a master of focus. Stick around until the very end. Secret 1, the dopamine paradox, turning study into a secret addiction. The first rule of brain hacking is, don't fight the craving, redirect it. Your brain loves a good reward loop. It's programmed to seek out the path of least resistance and maximum reward. The instant gratification of social media has trained it to expect a hit every few seconds. So what if we could use that same addictive impulse not to scroll endlessly, but to conquer a textbook? This is called temptation bundling. For me, it was coffee. I'm a coffee fiend. I would only let myself brew my favorite fancy single-origin coffee if I were sitting down to study. Soon, my brain started associating the rich smell of coffee with cracking open a book. It wasn't about the study anymore, it was about the coffee. The studying was just the gateway. This principle works for anything you love. Got a favorite playlist you can't get enough of? Only listen to it while working on a project. Love a specific snack? Make it your study snack and nothing else. You're creating an artificial but incredibly powerful link. Your brain, the ultimate pattern recognition machine, starts linking the positive feeling of the reward with the act of studying. Before you know it, you're not thinking, I have to study. You're thinking, yes, I get to listen to that playlist now. And once you're in the flow, you reinforce the addiction with mini rewards. Think of it like a video game. You get small bonuses for small victories. Finish a chapter, a piece of chocolate. Finish a page of math problems, a 3-minute scroll on your phone. The key here is to keep the rewards instant and tangible. Your brain needs to see the payoff immediately. This is why a physical to-do list is pure gold. Every time you check something off, you get a mini dose of dopamine. That tiny hit is what keeps you going, a trail of breadcrumbs leading to the finish line. Secret 2, the one more thing effect, the power of the small start. Have you ever told yourself, just one more episode, and suddenly it's 3 a.m. and you're watching a documentary on the mating habits of pandas? We can use that same psychological trick against ourselves. The biggest barrier to studying isn't the work itself, it's the inertia of getting started. The mountain looks too big. So don't look at the mountain, just look at the first step. Instead of saying, I have to study for 3 hours, say, I'll just do 1 page, or I'll just answer 1 question. Your brain, which despises feeling trapped, relaxes. It thinks, that's easy, I can do 1 page. But once you start, once you break through that initial wall of resistance, you're already in motion. It's a lot easier to keep going than it is to start from scratch. Here's a sneaky bonus hack. End your study session in the middle of something interesting. When you're in the middle of a paragraph, a sentence, or a fascinating topic, stop. Your brain will be left hanging, just like when Netflix asks, "Are you still watching?" It creates a feeling of psychological suspense. The next day, you won't be dreading the start, you'll be itching to find out what happens next. This is how you turn a boring task into a captivating cliffhanger. Secret 3, gamify your life, because winning feels good. Why are video games so addictive? Constant progress, instant feedback, levels, and a sense of accomplishment. We can turn your study sessions into a personal RPG. Create an experience point system, also called XP. Give yourself points for every task you complete. 10 XP for a Pomodoro session, 50 XP for finishing a chapter, 100 XP for acing a practice test. Set milestones and rewards. At 500 XP, maybe you treat yourself to a movie night. At 1000 XP, a weekend getaway. It sounds silly, but it works. You're giving your brain a quantifiable goal and a tangible reward, just like in a game. And don't just track your points, track your streak. This is the single most powerful motivation tool I've ever used. Buy a calendar and put a big red X on every day you study. Your only goal is to never break the chain. After a week, you'll feel a sense of pride. After a month, it will become an unbreakable habit. The streak becomes its own reward, a visual representation of your discipline and progress. You can use apps like Forest or Habitaka to make this feel even more like a real game, where your focus literally grows a tree or helps you level up your character. Secret 4. The identity shift. Who you are matters more than what you do. This one is the secret sauce. The most powerful way to change your habits is to change your identity. Instead of saying, I have to go to the gym lovers say, I am a person who works out. They don't just do the thing, they are the thing. Stop saying, I have to study, and start saying, I am the type of person who loves to learn. Or, I am a curious person. It may sound like a ridiculous lie at first, but your brain starts to believe the stories you tell yourself. It's a form of self-hypnosis. To really lock this in, immerse yourself in the identity. Follow study influencers on YouTube and TikTok. Change your phone wallpaper to something that inspires learning. Tell your friends, I actually enjoy studying for this class. Even if it's not true yet, the more you say it, the more your brain starts to align your actions with your new self-image. Once studying becomes part of your identity, it stops being a chore and starts being a core part of who you are. Secret 5. The boredom paradox, making silence your superpower. In our hyper-connected world, boredom is the enemy, but boredom is also the birthplace of creativity and focus. Social media has trained our brains to avoid even a millisecond of quiet. This is why studying feels so excruciatingly boring. It's a direct conflict with our dopamine-fried brains. To fix this, you need a dopamine detox. Before a study session, put your phone away for 30 minutes. No scrolling, no music, no distractions. Just sit with your thoughts. Your brain, deprived of its usual instant gratification fix, will get so bored that it starts looking for something to do. And the most productive thing it can find is the task right in front of you. This is the boredom trick. Make your mornings low dopamine mornings. Don't reach for your phone the second you wake up. Instead, give yourself 30 minutes of silence, a walk, or just a cup of tea. If the first thing you give your brain is a massive dose of social media dopamine, everything else for the rest of the day, including studying, will feel dull and unappealing by comparison. By delaying gratification, you teach your brain to find joy in deeper, more meaningful activities. The blueprint for a study addict. This isn't magic. It's a 6-step psychological blueprint. Dopamine hijack. Pair studying with a reward you already love. Start tiny. Break the mountain down into a single step. Gamify it. Create a point system and a streak calendar. Identity shift. Change your self-talk and become a learner. Embrace boredom. Give your brain a break to make it crave focus. This isn't about working harder, it's about working smarter, and in the process, transforming your relationship with learning. Try just one of these hacks today. Just one, and watch your motivation not just rise, but change entirely. You might just find yourself craving that textbook more than your favorite show. If this video spoke to you, make sure to like and subscribe and hit that notification bell so you don't miss our next video where we'll dive even deeper into the psychology of habit formation.